The major issues and concerns for the youth in Uganda are largely concerns of the wider section of the Ugandan population, that is poverty and unemployment, despite constituting 60% of the population. The dimensions and causes of these challenges are not attributed to participations in the available means. President Yoweri Museveni says charting the way forward is the biggest problem for our society, and this is affecting the country.
So I think the challenge you have as young people now is to, right from the foundation of your life, when you are still young, to get in the culture of production. If you don't get in that culture of production, you'll end up being, there's another word, a parasite.
President Museveni, while addressing the youth leaders on their participation in government programs in the country, said the 2002 national census had indicated that 68% of the homesteads were producing at a small scale, and the NRM decided to chart way.
So that's why the NRM spends a lot of time on the way forward, the vision. How would you get out of where you are now? But some people don't care about that. They just sloganeering and all that. Wish them good luck.
The problem of African economies, Museveni says, is a structural problem that sustains perpetuation, of which a big section of the youth is doing much of consumption than production.
The useful people are both. You both consume, but also produce.
He blamed the traditional methods of agriculture without calculation are not in consonance with modern ways, a hindrance to the country's economic growth.
If your parents, people in your area are still in traditional way, you must get them out. Because the traditional way is not in consonance with the modern way. It must change.
Youth leaders, however, responded to the urge to engage in commercial farming as proposed by President Yoweri Museveni, but this called for mixed reactions.
In Fort Portal, that may not be viable because, first of all, we do not have land. Most of the youth don't have land, and even when they have the market, really, we cannot get enough market.
I think that they are very much viable because he's calling upon us to wake up. The little land that we're having as youth, we have not really utilized it.
No, it is very viable. Why? Because young people want money. We need money to develop. We need money to go to school.
The practicality is the challenge here, because we know in Africa the land is communally owned, and the young people, especially the youth, the African culture only caters for them when they get married. So that is where the challenge, where youth will get the challenge from.
As the government struggles to address the unemployment challenge, youth are demanding for an adoption of a well-rooted youth policy with approaches and strategy that ensure substantive participation of the youth in development processes.